Greetings, Nimrods. So today I thought I'd show you the rifle I use for deer hunting up in Maine. This is my father's rifle. He bought it probably 1969, I'm going to guess. I know this was made after 1967 and before 1973 by the serial number, and I can tell you that it's probably the later 60s because I know he had this before I was born. His first year hunting it, he shot a bear. My first year hunting with this rifle, I shot a deer, so it's got we have some fond memories of this rifle. You know me, I love my 870 pump, so I thought this rifle would be a natural fit for me. However, I do find that I like 870 pump guns much more than this rifle. I like this rifle, don't get me wrong, but I think of it as a bolt action. It's very, very accurate. I'm not a very good rifle shot, but I definitely have grouped well under an inch with this at 100 yards and could take shots out to 200 yards. I know in more capable hands it could shoot a lot further than that. So this gun sees some weather, so we like to make sure we do a very thorough cleaning at the end of the hunting season. That's what we're doing here before we put it away for a while. It's got some pitting on the barrel, and that front sight's been butchered. I don't know. I have to ask Dad about that. Maybe he knocked it off so that he could see through the scope. This is not the scope that was on it when I acquired it from him. He had a little Tasco scope that was 30 years old and pretty bad. So this Leopold scope is, by contrast, is pretty amazing. You can get to end of legal shooting hours and look through it and still see. It's kind of amazing the light gathering capability of it. So this is a magazine fed gun, all metal magazine. I'm not even sure how many it holds, but I usually just put 4 in it. And again, like I said, this is a stand gun. I don't use this for when I'm still hunting, which I like to do. This is the gun I sit in the stand with, and that one deer I have shot with it was about 80 yards, and it dropped in its tracks. I hit it a little high, went under the spine, and concussed the spine, and pretty much wrecked the tenderloin. But I'm going to take the fore end off here, and I'll show you this free floating barrel. And so this is where it's really different than the 870 pump gun and perhaps the 141, the predecessor to this gun. That the tube that holds the slide rail and the forearm on is attached to the barrel on the 870 pump gun. On this, it is not. It is free floating, and that tube, as you'll see in a moment, is only attached to the frame of the gun. So this is a free floating barrel, which makes it very accurate, and it is very accurate. Definitely, I've definitely shot 3/4 inch groups with reloads at 100 yards, and I'm not a great rifle shot. Definitely have shot at 8-inch steel plates at 200 yards with relatively high success. I know these guns are capable of 400 or 500 yards, but not in my hands. And where I hunt, that's a shot you're just never going to take. So we're going to drop out this trigger group, which is a little different than the looks similar, but it is a little different than the 870 pump gun. One of the main things is it's a pain in the ass to get out, and it's really a pain in the ass to get in, so you won't see me put this back in. So there's the bolt in there. I just open it up and spray a whole lot of Rem oil in there and wipe it all out. Just make sure we're getting all the moisture out of there and that everything has got a light coating of oil. Yeah, you can give me crap. I'm not using chainsaw fuel on this one. Just because it's going to be put away for a long, long time. 6 months before I start playing with reloads and practicing again. So we're just going to give it a good wipe down, and there's a bolt there. It doesn't lock up without the trigger group in it, but you can see how it's got that rotating lug there. So if you know more about this gun, go ahead and tell us in the comments. You can learn me something. And subscribe. Remember, Nimrod wants you to subscribe, like, and share this video. Happy hunting, Nimrods.